Hi guys, and thanks for watching our weather update on July 8th, 2023. So today we're starting off with our satellite imagery from wind.com. I can see that this evening there's quite a bit of high cloud over Ireland. Also underneath it we do have some cumulus clouds. But to our south we do have some more towering cumulus clouds and even a massive cumulo nimbus cloud way off to our southwest, and these do have thundery elements to them. So there's one off the southeast coast that looks really quite intense. A few smaller ones further west of that, and off the southwest coast there are some quite big downpours. Notice this brown splotch here and that one there as well. That is where lightning has struck in the past hour. So there are some thundery downpours off the southwest coast, and off here a few brown splodges, and the rain from this downpour is beginning to show itself on the radar. Also, do note that this I think is the Shannon rainfall radar is being updated, so it's faulty in this area. So basically, it won't show what's happening. The warnings from met.ie are like this. So for the early part of tonight, we have a thunderstorm warning for Cork and Kerry at a yellow status, and it just basically states a moderate chance of storms. Possible impacts are spot flooding, poor visibility, and difficult travelling conditions. Valid from 10 p.m. tonight, so it came in force just 1 hour and 10 minutes ago, pretty much, and it'll be valid till 2 a.m. tomorrow, and so basically expire in a bit less than 3 hours' time. Now, if that other batch of storms turns quite active and moves quite widely over the south of Ireland, this warning could get extended further. But tomorrow, apart from that warning, we also have a warning for thunderstorms and rainfall for Cavan, Donegal, Monaghan, Clare, and the whole province of Connacht. Basically the whole north and northwest country. So scattered thunderstorms with spot flooding and the chance of hail. Possible impacts are same as the other warning. Valid 1 p.m. tomorrow until 8 p.m. tomorrow. It was issued early this evening. And also, there is a warning for Northern Ireland. Again, stars yellow for thunderstorms. This is the UKV 5-day forecast with precipitating clouds. So today we saw some very violent storms across the UK. Actually, just out of interest, I wonder whether they're still going. Yes, they're still going across northern England. Massive clump of big storms there. If we run the radar, you can see just lightning popping out of it. If you zoom in, these strikes of lightning just randomly appearing there. Big cell, big storms there today, massive storms. This is the UKV, as I said. So we can see there's big storms across the UK. Deep crimson towards brown colours even. Massive storms. As I said, they move northwards into Scotland and northern England. And in Ireland, we see a few thundery showers moving towards the south and southwest. They push further northwards towards the morning, and at 3 a.m. tomorrow, a big downpour, sort of like the Waterford to New Ross towards Carlow area, sort of that sort of area. That looks thundery, really quite thundery. That moves northwards towards Dublin, and more showers follow in its wake. And by 10 a.m., convection will be taking force, meaning that showers will blossom very widely over Ireland. Look at all those big downpours, big downpours. Hence that warning out for the north and northwest. Though look at that, they're very white out tomorrow. So everywhere is at risk tomorrow. So it would not surprise me to see this warning extended and possibly even upgraded. Because they look quite widespread and potent. They're really pack a punch as well. Off into the evening tomorrow, we'll see the showers fading off as the heating dies away. Into early Monday morning, we see a few showers moving towards the southwest, as well as thickening clouds across Ireland. An area of very, very heavy rain moves towards the south coast and sort of narrowly misses it. Now, the details of this rain, the timing and intensity is very uncertain at this stage. It could be a bit further east and affect the south coast, or it may just stay fully offshore. This run has it just gently brushing the southeast coast, but it largely stays offshore. But there are some very, very intense colours in that, so that again could be thundery. That is quite severe. But it does stay offshore, and convection does move in again. And the showers die after Tuesday. Tuesday sees cooler air moving off the Atlantic, so showers will be towards the southeast. And the windward cooler coast of the west and north will largely stay dry but cloudy. Into Wednesday, Tuesday night Wednesday, a band of clouds moves over the country with some patchy rain. Wednesday is yet another day of sunshine and showers, some heavy. Wednesday night and Thursday sees a band of rain, a little area of rain there. Before Thursday sees more showers as convection takes place. This is the temperature forecast from the UKV. And you can see that today was quite a warm day, especially for the east and northeast. Temperatures getting towards the low 20s, but elsewhere the high teens. Tonight, lows get towards the low teens very widely across the south and east. But towards the north, temperatures getting towards 10 degrees. Tomorrow, temperatures rise as the sun comes out, and 20 degrees is likely across the northeast and southeast and south. Elsewhere, the high teens. I guess that's where the best that's where the best of the sunshine is likely to occur, where the highest temperatures are, because obviously the downpours will lower the temperature. And up into tomorrow night, it cools down towards the low teens across the south, towards 10 degrees in the north. Monday sees values getting towards 20 degrees or above that across the south and southeast, or possibly also across the far north, but elsewhere the high teens. I think that's where it'll be sunniest and driest again. Monday night sees values dropping towards the low teens very widely. Tuesday, anywhere from like Belfast towards Galway, then down towards like Kerry, the Cork and Kerry border, high teens brushing towards 20 degrees, but elsewhere the mid to high teens. Moving off towards Wednesday, Wednesday morning, like Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, lows of the low teens, and Wednesday afternoon sees temperatures rising towards 20 degrees again, like Dundalk towards Roscommon, Sligo, then down towards Clare and off into Limerick and down towards the Cork and Kerry border, around 20 degrees, but elsewhere mid-teens on the north and west coast, around 17 degrees inland in the west and north, and then obviously warmest elsewhere. That's as the wind sort of changes direction, so it'll be coolest along the windward western and northern coasts, and Thursday morning could be quite chilly across Ulster, but otherwise low teens. And then off into Thursday afternoon, widely around 20 degrees across the Midlands and the north, across the south and the north. The south at the high teens, but north at mid-teens. And Donegal looks quite chilly in those green colours there. This is the NAO index. So this is the North Atlantic Oscillation. It measures air pressure between the Azores and Iceland. It's basically the difference in pressure. Also, just note that this index is driven by the weather. That the weather doesn't drive it. So sorry, what am I saying? This index is driven by the weather, but it doesn't drive the weather. Basically, it's the weather that influences it, But this has no influence on the weather whatsoever. It just gives you clues of what's happening. It just gives you the trends. It just represents the pattern. There we go. That is the best way to explain it. Sorry about that, guys. If sorry if I confused you there. But anyway, yesterday we said that negative NAOs in summer give us blocking towards Iceland, and that ascends the jet stream and the areas of low pressure southwards, as well as cooler air. And this is what we're seeing. A quite strongly negative NAO getting towards -2 on the index just in a few days' time, before gradually trending slightly less, trending very slightly less negative, but staying negative. So that would mean that blocking towards Iceland continues, and lower pressure sort of goes more south towards us. So that suggests that this cool and wet spell is likely to persist. And in the summer, if we have a positive NAO, it means that the low pressure and the jet stream are kept well north towards Iceland, and the Azores high is stronger towards the Azores and is ridgier, so it's likely to throw up more ridges towards Ireland and the UK. And those ridges from the Azores high, or even the Azores high moving in right over us, that's what gives us our hot dry weather in the summer. But that won't happen with that negative NAO, so it looks quite cool and wet. And that's exactly what we see on this GFS chart here. Low pressure further south than usual, blocking towards Iceland. So we're going to roll through it. Southerly winds into Monday, Tuesday. Low pressure moves right over us Wednesday, Tuesday into Wednesday. Winds veer more westerly, northwesterly even. Another area of low does form on Friday, Saturday. Just keeps the wet and windy, cool weather going. It just stays there. Look at that onslaught. Like even into July 20th, more low pressure just forming in the Atlantic. But by July 23rd, the Azores high is looking a bit ridgy. It's sort of like it's extending towards us very slightly, so it looks a bit drier by then. But it fails to last long. More low pressure moves in off the Atlantic, flattening it off. You know what I mean? ECM run is like this. So again, that low pressure will move towards the east, towards the North Sea on Wednesday, pulling the wind into that cooler, fresher northerly direction. Another area of low does form to our west on Saturday. That brings a renewed spell of wet and breezy weather, and quite cool weather as well. And off into Tuesday, July 18th. Again, the Azores side, just at the end of the ECM run, a bit ridgy. It's always at the end of these runs that the high pressure seems to try and want to move in. So again, these unstable winds off the southwest into Monday and Tuesday. Low moves eastwards into Wednesday. Winds go more northwesterly, but still cool and unstable, with further showers or spells of rain. And by July 15th, it's still looking the same, really. Showery and cool. This is the GEM. You see the low pressure moving eastwards over Ireland into Wednesday and Thursday, dragging down the cooler winds. Friday sees another area of low pressure form right over us, so renewing that wet and breezy weather and cool weather. Again, right at the end of the GEM, the high pressure just seems to be a bit rigid towards the south. Look at that right there. This is the icon, and it's like this. Much the same sort of story. Low pressure moving eastwards over Ireland into the weekend. Sorry, next week even. And by July 15th, we're still looking westerly. And finally, we've got the arpege. Don't act up. Right, since we don't have much time left, you know what, fine, just in time. Very unstable and wet and thundery. So we're done for today. Thanks for watching, and stay safe in storms, but enjoy them if you get them. Like I've been wanting them. So yeah, bye.